All right, everybody. So there's a YouTuber who I've covered for, like, on and off just a couple years now. His name's Yellow Flash 2. He's a, like, quartering clone channel, a no-bullshit clone channel that talks about, insert media being woke. This trend has gotten more and more popular over the last couple years, as I predicted correctly, by the way. And recently, he's been getting absolutely dunked on Twitter because he decided to start a crusade against Miles Morales. Now, much like every other, right-wing anti-woke YouTuber of this type, he pretends not to be racist, but then he got to, like, a certain level of popularity where I guess he felt, like, comfortable enough going mask off, so he started a campaign on Twitter of claiming Miles Morales is Miles Morales, Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Claiming that Miles Morales is not Spider-Man. Now, for those that don't know, Miles Morales is Spider-Man. Just in the story of Spider-Man, he is Spider-Man. He is also Miles Morales because that's his name. Peter Parker is also Spider-Man. It's a title. And Miles Morales is also, as you can see, black, as opposed to Peter Parker, who is white. And so the right essentially has created a culture war issue out of the existence of Spider-Man as Miles Morales. And they like to claim that he is not the real Spider-Man. And it's been a long-term thing. It is a very, very obviously racist because, I mean, they are both Spider-Man. Yellow Flash is just more comfortable being racist now, I guess. I don't even know. So he made this tweet and ended up getting massively ratioed on Twitter, like overwhelmingly ratioed on Twitter by many people, including Jolly J, who said, at this point, I wouldn't care if Gwen Stacy became Spider-Man after a transition, just as long as it pissed this motherfucker off, LMFAO. People are genuinely fed up with this guy's grift, and they have been for a while. He's never been particularly great at this grift, to be honest, considering one of the first video I ever covered him for was him complaining about Doom Eternal being woke. He was complaining about Doom Eternal being woke because it had female demons back in like 2019 or whatever. That was the first time I ever covered him. So the guy's been a lol cow in my mind for a long time. Oh, Vosh raid. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for the raid, Vosh. I appreciate it, man. Anyway, Yellow Flash 2 has been like a long time lol cow in my mind. But he exploded in popularity a few months ago when Asmongold started reacting to his videos on stream. Asmongold has gotten notably more conservative lately with his content coverage, and a big part of that has involved covering or reacting to right-wing anti-woke content creators on stream. And one of the content creators who he gave a massive shout-out to several times has been Yellow Flash 2, this guy. So this guy's channel has blown up recently due to several shoutouts from Asmongold, who's been dick riding him pretty hard. That said, following those tweets from Yellow Flash 2, he ended up responding in the form of a YouTube video. And this is the title and thumbnail of said video that we're about to be watching. Miles Morales fans have a complete meltdown, cope hard that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, I guess is the rest of it, and they can't stand him. And then the thumbnail is Miles Morales Spider-Man, but photoshopped in as Robert Downey Jr. in blackface. Yeah, so for those that don't know, a lot of the humor of this type of YouTuber is just like blackface in the thumbnail. Like, No Bullshit does it, Geeks and Gamers does it, Nerdrotic does it, The Critical Drinker has done it, I'm pretty sure. Like, they just kind of throw some blackface in the thumbnail and call it a day. And it's really funny for them, I guess. Anyway, we're going to be responding to it. Let's check it out. Let's see what he has to say to defend himself against the Miles Morales fans and just frankly normal people that have been dunking on him for the last day and a half or so. Let's go. Oh, it unsized my my thing. There we go.
We've got to talk about Miles Morales.
Oh yeah, for those that don't know, this guy drunk records. This guy's like one of those loser, like conservative dudes who's like in his 30s or whatever, who's like an active alcoholic and just drinks all day and literally uploads constantly drunk. Like, you know the type, right? Like, we cover these types pretty often on the channel. Like, the Quartering is also an alcoholic. No Bullshit was a big-time alcoholic as well. Like, a lot of these types have, like, big-time alcohol issues and are usually, like, actively slurring their speech in their videos. Which is crazy because, like, you'd think you could at least handle a buzz if you just, like... I get having more fun recording a video or live streaming if you're a little bit, like, not sober. That's why I like to smoke weed. But I don't get absurdly high. I used to, and it was bad for me, and it was bad for streams, and so I moderate myself, and I got better at it. But this guy is, like, actively slurring his speech in his videos from how, like, beyond buzzed he is when he records. That or he genuinely just sounds that dumb and drunk all the time.
The second Spider-Man, because there's two of them running around, which doesn't make too much sense.
This guy's whole branding is named after the Flash. There are multiple Flashes. Like, Barry Allen was not even the first Flash, right? Like, what? How is somebody whose his branding is the Flash, and he just said it makes no sense that there are two Spider-Men? These guys are the most fake comic book fans ever. Yeah, also, imagine saying it makes no sense that there be two of a hero at once. In any medium having to do with hero stuff. Like, that is the whole point of comics, is finding an excuse to clone and have there be two of the same hero at once.
I still think he was a better character when he had his own universe instead of sharing one with Peter, because at that point he was his own Spider-Man. But a little bit of...
That was because of like, legal that was the case. Miles Morales was always supposed to be in the multiverse of Marvel Comics. Yes, he had his own sub-universe, but within the story of Marvel Comics, it has always been the idea that he would branch into the main universe for all sorts of different storylines. There's literally a Spider-Verse. Yeah.
Like, nitpicking aside on this guy, I don't even really mind him that much. He's been around for a long time, and I do see popularity.
Okay, so he's going the Quartering route right now of saying, I'm going to be honest, I don't even really care. Like, I really don't care, guys. I promise. I swear to God, I don't care. It's these triggered lefties that care. I promise. Yeah.
In the character, people do like him, at least in other forms of entertainment outside of the comic books, because his comic books...
By the way, there was a time where Asmongold was reacting to, like, 2 of this guy's videos a day on stream. He might still react to his content on stream, for all I know. But, like, this guy is so boring and just monotone, and he has nothing of value to say. And yet, he's blown up in popularity. Well, he did blow up in popularity. Now he's dropped down quite a bit. Because, like, he got the Asmongold shout-out, but then the hype from that died down very fast. Like, very, very fast. Oi, Zandy playing the Minecraft. I wonder when we gonna get Hightail. Finally, also hi, sorry I've not been around, been really busy with stuff. Yeah, welcome Raincloud. Thank you for stopping by. Yep, Hightail hopefully we'll be getting Hightail in the next year or two. That's what I think we'll probably get it in 2024, but I'm betting 2025, because it's not coming any later than 2025.
Have never sold very well. And that's a fact. You can go back and look at the data when they used to actually collect the data through Diamond. That's the distributor for the comic books at the time. His book is...
Wait, so he's trying to claim that Miles Morales has never sold well as a comic book, but they haven't collected the data since before the existence of Into the Spider-Verse? They did this with Captain Marvel, too, because for those that don't know, like, the whole point of the MCU is that they were, at least earlier on, was they were taking relatively, not unpopular, but C-list, B-list characters within Marvel and giving them, like, A-list attention. Like, Spider-Man was the Marvel hero before the MCU started. Spider-Man was the Marvel hero, and the Hulk. Spider-Man and the Hulk were, like, the Marvel heroes before the MCU started, I would say. They were probably the 2 most recognizable. And Captain America, but yeah, like Captain America was pretty recognizable too. Like Iron Man really wasn't that recognizable before, right? Like the whole idea was you take a new or old forgotten character with the MCU, or that was the idea. You write them a good story in live action that gets the fans of the MCU to go check out the comic stories of that character and learn about the comic character. Like that's the thing. That's what you do. That was the whole thing. So now he's trying to say that I don't even know, dude. Like obviously Miles Morales comic book runs would have had a much bigger jump in popularity post Into the Spider-Verse, and especially post Across the Spider-Verse.
Has been canceled multiple times and rebooted, but
every comic book character has.
A large part in that is due to the fact that mainstream comics just aren't really a big thing anymore, and most of the people that work in that area don't have a lot of talent. But you put them in video games.
So for those that don't know, one of the big talking points from these grifters lately has been that the writers, animators, artists, etc., working on like mainstream comics, mainstream movies, etc., they are the fault. Unironically, they're against the writers' strikes, the writers and actors' strikes, and when they make, for example, a really good example of this has been lately they have been really, really going against game devs. Game developers, the developers, since Baldur's Gate 3 came out, right-wing pundits have been making videos, and as well as your normal like gaming content creators have been playing into it as well, about how game devs suck so much nowadays that they're whining and complaining that the standards of Baldur's Gate 3 shouldn't be what you expect. They're like hitting on devs and saying, look at this is the devs admitting that they're so untalented and they're so bad at their jobs that Baldur's Gate 3, not to expect anything as high quality as Baldur's Gate 3. And so you got videos from Asmongold, The Quartering, Geeks and Gamers, Nerdrotic, Yellow Flash 2, all of these like gaming and right-wing channels all talking about how these devs nowadays are so untalented and so lazy and so woke that they're telling you not to expect anything as good as Baldur's Gate 3 again. When what really happened was Baldur's Gate 3 has had such a massive team and so much time and money put into it that to expect it as the standard for AAA games these days would be unrealistic and you'd just be disappointing yourself. That is what a bunch of game devs actually said. But yeah, basically the new movement within the right lately in this area has been to attack game devs as lazy, woke, untalented, and undeserving of pay and deserving of very hard crunch time and getting fired, frankly. They're against the writers' strikes and the actors' strikes for all these reasons, yeah.
And in Spider-Verse movies, he actually does pretty well. Probably because the people that make those are much more talented than the people in the comics. But anyway, there is a strange thing on Twitter, because I've never seen this happen with any other character. Okay, you can dump on any character, even at the height of the Captain Marvel stuff. People would come out to defend Brie Larson, not Captain Marvel. They were defending Brie Larson, not Captain Marvel.
Well, because you're being racist. You made the tweet because you were trying to be sly and racist about, like, racist and sly about it. People realized it and were like, "Oh, you're cringe," and you got ratioed. He's rambling nonsense because he got ratioed on Twitter. Yes, that is the whole video. This video has over 50,000 views, by the way, and this channel has hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and has been shouted out by the likes of Asmongold, and is reacted to regularly by Asmongold. This guy gets a consistent flow of subscribers from Asmongold reactions to his videos.
With this, though, it's really strange. Like, if you just go onto Twitter and say, Miles Morales is Miles Morales and Peter Parker is Spider-Man, you will get instant engagement. And I'm not kidding. I've been doing this for a while now, and I like to do it I like to do it every couple of months or so just to see if it still works. And it sure as hell does still work. So
yeah, you're getting bullied on Twitter, dude. You did it. What an epic troll. You got ratioed, and everyone's making fun of you and getting way more likes on their posts making fun of you than you got on your post. You owned them. You epically trolled them. Yeah, you won that internet interaction.
This tweet has been seen 7.1 million times. It's got 7.1 million impressions. So I want to thank all of these people on Twitter, because now I have enough impressions to get the subscription button because I've deleted my Twitter posts. I used to.
Okay, so he's doing like the grift thing. So for those that don't know, all these content creators are like literally soulless grifters, and so they will literally just shamelessly say, "Heh, well, you think you owned me? Well, I don't actually care about any of this, and I'm actually just in it for the money." They'll just like admit they're grifters as like their response to getting owned.
Go through and just have them automatically delete because Twitter wasn't monetized.
I gotta rename this
so
shit.
I'll just delete all my posts because, I mean, it just keeps things a little bit more clean, and also it stops mass reporting. But that also took away all of my impressions, so I wasn't quite at the threshold that you need for the subscription thing, which I think is now 5 million views. They lowered it. This tweet alone gets me that. So after they're done reviewing my application, I should be able to get the subscription thing. I'm already monetized on views. So I'm curious to see what this payout is. I don't know if you get paid weekly or monthly with Twitter. I just got the first one on Saturday, but
I like how it's just him talking about getting paid and making money.
Group that goes around, and they must search Miles Morales every day. That's the only thing that I can think of, because
he is coping so hard right now.
People will come in and start calling you racist and yell at you and get mad, and they start going all over your posts. What I do, as soon as I do this post, so I made this post yesterday at 10:12 a.m. I quickly muted the post instantly and went about my day. Come back, people are posting like multiple things. One guy's like, oh, Barry Allen is Barry Allen. Like, I give a shit. Trying to go on the Flash mantle thing. I don't even give a shit that Miles Morales is a Spider-Man. He is a Spider-Man. He's not the Spider-Man, though. That will always be Peter Parker. I just like trolling and having fun on here because...
Okay, so this has literally just evolved to he's mad coping now. I don't know what to say other than this is embarrassing. This is just embarrassing for him. He is just embarrassing himself here.
Gets guaranteed engagement. You see all this? This is all engagement. 2,127 likes, 1,203 quotes. I've picked up followers, all kinds of stuff.
We get it. You're a grifter.
It's wild, and it works for everybody.
Yeah,
it works for everybody. See, Dan Vasquez says, here it comes. He posted this like 10 minutes after I posted this post. And look at this. He's already got 70,000 views on his tweet. I don't know what it is. It's really strange. And I'm not even kidding. I did a whole bunch of posts just seeing if I can farm this a little bit. And here's one right here.
Farm it.
I posted.
So for those who don't know, he's not actually going to make any money off of the YouTube or Twitter subscriptions thing, really. For those unaware, it's actually like a pithy payment, and there are tons of people reporting that they haven't even actually gotten paid. There's big drama happening with that right now that might result in that program getting shut down, and getting losing its funding due to the fact that Elon Musk ended up re-adding a guy who was posting child sexual assault material on Twitter there. It's been a something, you know? But I mean, I do like that his response to getting owned is well, you see, I actually don't care about any of this and just do it for money. So your engagement makes money for me. So in reality, I win. Okay. If it is all about money, then, I mean, I won't argue with you on that point, because it is very much all about money for you people.
This 6 hours ago. Spider-Verse spoilers. At the end of the movie, Scooby Spider-Man uncovers the truth. Miles Morales is Miles Morales. It's already got 10,000 impressions.
His audience is mad.
I retweeted this one. This
They
is
didn't
from
like the
Sierra
video?
Whiskey.
That's funny.
4,000 impressions. Did this one. Even the Target toy section knows Miles Morales is Miles Morales, Peter Parker is Spider-Man. This just makes doing it even more fun because even Marvel distinguishes them this way on their merchandise. Here's another one I made. This one's got 10,000 views 11 hours ago. This one I posted 14 hours ago. That's back when that original post only had 3.2 million views. So if you post...
I genuinely can't imagine... Like, I genuinely cannot believe Asmongold, for like a span of months, was just reacting to this guy's videos uncritically on stream, like multiple vids a day. Like, it's actually insane. His like, small, smooth brain is visible through the video.
Post a couple of them. One of them is bound.
He's less charismatic than No Bullshit and The Quartering. That is true. I would rather be watching No Bullshit or The Quartering right now. This guy is very boring and uncharismatic. There is a lot of money in being a talentless hack, but just calling shit woke and clickbaiting that.
Bound to go viral. So, like, that's kind of the trick. So, here's some more. This one's almost to 1,000 likes. Like, this one's taken off now. This has got 32,000 impressions. And I blatantly say, look, I'm just doing this. I'm blatantly saying I'm doing this for attention. And people will come in and shit on this one. It's so funny. You think, like, this is, and I see people say, there's one guy that's really mad. Who's like, I'm tired. I'm so tired of this argument. And it's like, well, dude, stop going out and engaging people whenever they say this. If you're so confident that he's Spider-Man, why do you have to patrol the internet and call people racist every time they say he's not Spider-Man?
Because, okay, so for one, because people who say that Miles Morales isn't Spider-Man are racist, because he factually is Spider-Man, and the only reason you would say he's not is because he is a black character who has, for a long time, been the subject of a lot of, like, racist, like, vitriol in the fan base. And it is a popular thing among said racists in the fan base to say that he's not the real Spider-Man. So when you indicate that you don't think he's the real Spider-Man, that indicates to the average, like, person passing by that you're a racist and that you have a racist hate obsession with a popular character that is well-liked by a lot of people. So yes, on Twitter, the social media site, when your post goes viral because you are shitting on a popular character right after a movie starring that character has just come out, and the reason for hating that character seems to be racist, then yeah, people are going to go after you. It's not like a dub or like an epic troll or an own. You're just retarded.
Man. It's just a question.
Bonjour!
Why do you have to, if you're so confident about it, why are you going around and patrolling people talking about him? Like, even this is from one of their omnibuses or a trade paperback. They don't even put the Spider-Man on it. It's just Miles Morales in big, bold capital letters. This is why people run this joke. You could thank Marvel for that shit, because it should just say Spider-Man or Ultimate Spider-Man. That's what it should say, but they don't do that.
Wait. Bro, you know that the title, The Ultimate Spider-Man, is not his name. They don't say that's the Ultimate Spider-Man. That is a subtitle for the sake of understanding what variant of Spider-Man in this story we're talking about here. Like, there's literally like there's like 100 different titles prior to the term Spider-Man that have come before Spider-Man for both Miles Morales and Peter Parker's Spider-Man to denote like which one we're talking about here and what story, because like there's different stories and like events that happen, right? Like whatever run of Spider-Man is happening right now is like a different title than like Civil War Spider-Man, which I think was like I forget which one that was. They all have different like yeah. It's like a way of like denoting which comic arc are you reading right now? Which canon are you reading in the comic line? This guy, I don't read comics a lot, guys. Like, the most comic reading I've ever done has been the Walking Dead comic. And that is not, like, in the format or style of a Marvel or DC comic book, right? And I know more about this shit than he does. And you want to know why I know more about it? Because a lot of the time that I'm, like, playing games or just fucking around off stream, I'm listening to some, like, Comics Explained type channel that, like, explains, like, esoteric comic book Marvel or DC lore.
So go talk to Marvel about their marketing for the character, because that shit doesn't help either. I'm just saying. But it's just really funny to me. You will get instant engagement. If you go onto Twitter and just type in Miles Morales is Miles Morales, Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and you put some picture of Miles, like, in Spider-Man on a thing and just meme it or something. You don't even have to use a picture, really. You can just say something making fun of Miles Morales, and these people will roll right in. I'm not even, like, this always works. It's guaranteed engagement. It's wild. I've never seen anything like it. I almost wonder, and there are companies that do this. There are
He's trying to allege a conspiracy now because people called him out on Twitter for being racist. For being racist towards a popular character.
Companies that troll
Mask
troll like certain political party people and stuff. A really good example, a lot of people thought the troll Renfamous was hired by an organization to troll people. Like, I wonder if some of these people are paid to troll, or if these are, like, a lot of these people are bots.
Wait, I thought he was trolling and not
troll for anyone making fun of Miles Morales. It's wild. Try it for yourself and see if it works. I bet you, even if you're a small account and don't get much engagement, I bet you'll get some engagement on that post. It's really wild. Do you think there's a company?
This is so much cope
with paid people that are doing this. Let me know what you guys think about this. What are your guys' thoughts on this in the comments? Do you have theories to why people get so mad about Miles Morales trolling? Because it's a real thing. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. I'd like to hear them. Also, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one.
Okay. Dude, that video was outright embarrassing. That video was outright embarrassing, dude. How do you maintain self-respect after uploading that? How do you upload that and watch the bar fill up as it says rendering, and then watch it process on YouTube and then press publish? How do you do that? How do you not immediately think, no, I think this would probably be cringe. I should just leave this one alone. I got owned on Twitter. I should just move on. Dude, he got fucking destroyed, and that was just his little copium sesh. That was embarrassing, dude. Yeah, completely lacking in any self-awareness, I guess.